So it will
Okay.
take like within 30 seconds we'll be live.
Okay.
You can keep checking on your mobile.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so we are live now. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So you can see the chats over on the YouTube comments box. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So hello everyone, and I welcome all of you to online study for you. So today we have a very important person with us, and she has cracked TCS Digital. So basically, in this session, we will be asking her how did she prepare for the interviews. So basically, like this will be the interview-oriented session. So for TCS Ninja or TCS Digital, how to prepare, from where to prepare. So all those things, definitely, she will be talking about that today. Okay. So welcome to the platform, Shikha and
Thank you.
and congratulations for your TCS selection. I mean TCS
Yes.
digital selection. Okay,
Yes.
so fine. So TCS has already released the result, and definitely people will be getting the mail, and you can wait till 14th of September for the result. Okay, so now we will start with the interview session, and in between I will be taking your queries as well. Okay, guys. Okay, so Sikha, so how did it happen? I mean, you gave the examination of TCS NQT and then you directly got the mail for TCS Digital. So I wanted to hear from you. And before
Yes.
we start, I wanted to tell, so Sika is from Goa, right?
Yes.
Yes. So great. Yeah. So
Yes.
how did all those things happen?
Yes. Firstly, I'll introduce myself.
Yes.
I'm Shika Desai, and I'm from Goa. I've completed my engineering in Padre Cosisang College of Engineering, Verna,
Hmm.
and I had answered the TCS NQT exam in mid September because it was postponed back then.
Okay, great.
And then by the end of September, I got the results
Hmm.
saying I had qualified for the toppers test.
Okay.
So I answered that toppers test. For that, there were two coding questions asked for
Hmm.
me. One was tough and one was medium level.
Okay.
So I was able to answer both of them.
Hmm.
One of them didn't pass all the test cases, but
Hmm.
it did pass few of them.
Okay.
So after answering that, by October 8th,
So,
I got a
sorry to interrupt
yeah,
you. So, out of two
yeah,
questions, I mean, one question you did it completely, and another
yes,
question you were not able to do. I mean, all the test cases, but you did it
yeah,
partially.
correct.
But
Partially.
then also you are qualified for the this Ninja Topper test is nothing but digital. So then also you are qualified for the digital, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you can continue.
So I got a mail on the 8th of October
Hmm.
saying there will be an interview round
Hmm.
for the TR and MR round will be held immediately the next day. So they
Okay.
just give you the mail one day before. They don't give you much prior so that you can prepare. So you
Oh,
have to stay prepared.
okay, and you have to keep checking your email also because suppose
Emails, yeah.
tomorrow is your interview and if you miss it, then you won't be able
Yes,
to
yes.
attend it again. Okay,
Correct,
great.
correct.
Okay.
So they had specified the timing as 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
and I had to join by 9:30 or something.
Mm-hmm.
So they took me in,
Mm-hmm.
and there were two people. There was MR and there was TR,
Okay.
technical and managerial.
Technical and MR.
Uh,
Okay, great.
yes. So first I had to keep my ID card ready,
Mm-hmm.
any ID, identity proof, and I have to keep it on the screen and take a screenshot.
Mm-hmm.
And after the background verification, they start the interview.
Okay.
So they had started with the technical first.
Mm-hmm.
They asked me to introduce myself,
Mm-hmm.
and they simultaneously kept my CV open.
Mm-hmm.
So they were also asking me based on my CV.
Okay.
So I saw to it that what was mentioned on my CV, I said something little extra in my introduction
Mm-hmm.
so that they could get more scope to ask questions on. So I mentioned about my final year project
Mm-hmm.
in the technical round, which was based on sign language detection.
Mm-hmm.
And my entire interview round was based on my project after that, since they were interested in knowing more about it.
Okay.
So they went in depth in the project. So they asked me about natural language processing, CNN, then RCNN, all the algorithms that I use in my project. So if you're telling about your project, you have to be 100% confident about all the concepts. And whatever you're mentioning on CV also, you need to be 100% confident that you'll be able to answer that.
Okay. So one more thing. So MR was also there. So did
Yeah.
MR ask any question to you?
Yes, after TR finished
Mhm.
asking based on all this technical stuff, he also asked my TR also asked me on crypto. So he's like, "Do you know about bitcoins? Do you know about all this stuff? Like, have you explored that side of technologies?"
Mhm.
So I told him honestly that I had not, but
Mhm.
I would love to study that further.
Okay.
So after that, managerial round took place where he asked me again, what are my hobbies and what are my strengths, what are my weaknesses, and he again asked me why I did the project, what made me do it, why I chose that, not something else, what was
Okay.
the goal behind my project, all of this.
Okay.
And
S-
then, yeah, yes. And he asked me about my role model also. So, all these questions, you need to be prepared. That's it.
So what did you answer? What is your role model?
Actually, I didn't want to say something fancy. So I just said that it's my mother because she manages both her office and her home very gracefully. And that is what I take away from her, the way she manages everything and doesn't show slightest thing at home, troubles. And then he asked me, did you learn it from your mother? Did you ever apply it in your real life?
Mhm.
So then I had to tell him all the experiences, like how I used to organize stuff in college and manage my studies as well. So
Mhm.
academics as well as curricular activities.
Actually,
So
frankly speaking, you gave the real life example. See, many people will
yes,
tell my role model is Modi, my role model is some chief minister, and we have not interacted with them. We don't know how they are personally. See, politically
yeah,
we know, but you gave one very good example, so that's definitely, I mean, anybody will get impressed. Okay.
yeah.
So, what was the duration of your technical interview for TCS Digital? So, once we finish with TCS Digital, then we will be jumping to TCS Ninja, and then we will be taking all the queries. We have a lot of queries to answer. So, definitely, yeah. So, we will take the queries. But for how much time your TCS Digital interview was there?
20 minutes.
So 20 minutes. And
Yeah.
is there any question which you are not able to answer, or you try to bluff with the interviewer?
He asked me about the crypto thing, which I just mentioned, but I
Mhm.
honestly told them that I have no idea about it and I will learn about it in
So you
future.
did not
So
even give one line answer also. It's a digital currency, something like that. Nothing.
yeah, I said I have basic idea about it,
Mhm.
but I don't know in depth in order to answer like proper technical questions
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it.
Yes, yes.
But I will surely learn about it. That's what I said.
Okay, great, great. Fine. So, okay. And man, so TR and MR both together were for 20 minutes, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
And when was your HR interview conducted? Like the same day, or it was conducted after some days?
No, no. I got a mail for TRMR on 8th of November, and
Mhm.
for HR mail I got on the 16th of November.
Okay.
And
And
immediately the next day was HR interview.
okay. And you are on campus hiring or off campus hiring?
Off campus. It was during the pandemic.
Okay, okay, fine. So you took the advantage of the pandemic
Yeah.
hirings. Okay,
Yes.
so what were the question asked in the HR round? Because HR round, like in TCS especially, they will turn the question a lot. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So basically, HR asked me to introduce myself.
Mhm.
Again, she also asked me a lot of questions on my project since they were interested because it was for a social cause.
Mhm.
So then she asked me about my hobbies and what I'm interested in except academics.
Mhm.
And then since I was also into many NGOs, so I told her about that too.
Okay.
And then she asked me a question: what do you know about TCS, which is not based on technical terms, like which is not actually based on consultancy services? Something else you tell me about TCS.
Mhm.
So then I had to tell them like Tata Group had donated a lot, helped COVID patients. I told her that side of the story of TCS, and then I'm very impressed with all the work that is going on. And then she was like, "Yes, that's right." Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Nothing much.
Okay, great. So, TCS digital interview, I mean, 20 minutes for the TR and HR, it was almost like 10 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes,
Now the next question is because the student has got the result, many of them has got the result, and those who have not got the result, so they will be getting it soon because
yeah,
the results will not come to everyone in a single day. So from yesterday
correct.
they have started sending in the batched manner, and the student can expect by till today and tomorrow. Even I will say like till wait till 13th of September or 14th of September before the interview starts. Okay, so don't get panic, guys. Okay, now so how did you prepare for the I mean the digital interview? See, one thing is very much clear that the project, so project everybody will have to prepare. So guys, please prepare for your projects first. So because a lot of questions were asked from her project. Okay, now so how did you prepare for your interviews? So did you get referred any YouTube channel or did you get any kind of materials to prepare for that?
Yes. Actually, I had started preparing in July only because I knew the test is going to be held in August.
Hmm.
And since we were in third year, because our third year was postponed due to COVID,
Hmm.
so I had no idea where to start preparing. So on the YouTube, while I was scrolling, I found online study for you links. So plus some other, I had searched many courses, but
Hmm.
some of those courses become quite expensive. So this attracted me because it was, we could afford it. Any normal student could afford it.
True, true.
And so me and many of my friends also enrolled for the same course, TCS course specifically.
Yes, yes.
And yeah, and so we started preparing for FT and logical from there. And
Hmm.
also some programming questions also I prepared from there, plus
Hmm.
geeks for geeks also.
Okay.
So there
And for
that
your
was my preparation.
okay, and for your interview, so had you got our interview material or you prepared by yourself?
No, I refer to the interview material plus the interview experiences on your channel.
Yes, so that's what I
So
wanted to
yeah,
know. So
yes,
interview material plus the experiences, whatever I am recording with you right now and whatever we have
yeah,
recorded earlier, this will
yes,
give you see because to you the major question were asked, from the projects or somewhere like crypto and some HR based questions. To other
yes,
students, they might ask coding questions as well. So
correct.
so to other students, they might ask like C++, Java, and all. So when we
Hmm.
see some of the experiences, and I have put all the links in the descriptions here. I will put it. So when you watch the lot of experiences, then you get the idea. Okay, these are the questions you have to prepare, and in that way, that interview material and plus this interview experiences is going to help all of you. All the links has been given in descriptions, guys, so you can check it out. Okay, so now we will be talking about this TCS Ninja TCS, part of the TCS NQT. Digital will be for 7 LPA and Ninja will be for 3.36. But before that, I would like to answer one question which I am seeing continuously. So what is the meaning of batched? Yes, guys. So there are a lot of questions with respect to what is the meaning of batched. So I will tell you. See, right now, at least in this year, I have seen. So for many of the student, they were batched. They for offer letter was released for them, or the interview. If the interview was not conducted, so interview was conducted for them. Even for some of the student, it was batched. So the batched status was removed, and there was no offer letter to them. So right now, nobody can say what is the meaning of batched. Okay, so don't see bashed and try to manipulate something because till then you are not getting any interview call or you are not getting any offer letter, so there is no meaning of bashed. Okay, so don't check your status and all. So once offer letter is generated, then only okay. The other question from Sandeep Kosti. So, what if we get rejected in TCS Digital? So, if you get rejected in TCS Digital, then it depends upon how was your interview in TCS Digital. If your interview was not up to the mark of TCS Digital, then you won't get TCS Digital. And if your interview was average, you will be directly getting the offer letter for TCS Ninja. But if your interview is very, very bad, not, neither is satisfied TCS Digital nor TCS Ninja, then you won't be getting any offer letter. Okay, you will be rejected. Yeah, correct, Sika?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So, Ninja, if somebody, because many of the students would have got selected for TCS Ninja role, what I feel, because TCS digital selection will be based on coding. So, many of them would not have got. So, TCS Ninja, if you want to prepare for the interview, then what kind of question they should prepare and what kind of material they should refer. So, our TCS interview material will be enough for that or not, and what they should prepare. So this is what we wanted to know from you because you have already cracked, so you'll have more idea, at least better than me. Yeah.
Yeah, so actually, I saw the interview materials that you all provided, plus the experience. In for Ninja, basic questions can be asked on OOPS concepts like inheritance. Then they can
Polymorphism.
ask you one question on give an example and explain the OOPS concept. For example, your television, remote, all those examples. If you give, it puts a better impression on them. And then they ask SQL queries as well. Many
Okay.
a times they ask you joins and then triggers, all these questions. What are triggers? What are joins?
Mhm.
And they'll ask you to give an example, or they might sometimes give you a query to solve.
Okay.
And they also ask you on linked
S-
list. Sometimes they ask you what is a linked list
C
and
related
what.
questions, C programming.
C, C, yes, yes. Then they ask you codes also sometimes to code all these palindrome, some basic codes,
Mhm.
or else they can ask you like substrings from a string and number of occurrences of a substring. All these codes that you should be knowing before going to an interview.
Okay, so great. So TCS Ninja, like generally coding will not be there. I mean, if you don't qualify in the coding round, that means you will be getting TCS Ninja role. So in TCS Ninja, they might not ask you question, from, I mean, they might not ask you to write the code, but again, some basic code you need to prepare, guys, like,
Yeah,
reversing a string,
correct.
adding the numbers, and the reversing the value. So this kind of like a small codes, palindrome. So this kind of a small codes you can prepare, but you cannot expect like very difficult code for TCS Ninja because they all knows. So the student who does not have a good coding knowledge, they are only going for this TCS Ninja. Okay, great. And HR questions. So can you tell some HR questions to prepare for the TCS Ninja role?
Yeah, they can ask you, just like I said, your strengths, weaknesses.
Mhm.
While you tell your strengths, you tell them why it is your strength based on an example. And when you give them your weakness, give them a solution to your weakness, like what you're doing to improve your weakness. So you
Oh,
just don't tell them that this is my weakness and end it there. You say that I'm doing this to improve over my weakness.
okay.
So they know that you're trying to be better.
See, one question I'm going to ask you, which you might not have got in your interview as well.
Yeah.
So, and that you'll have to answer it here. So, live. So, I
Okay.
don't know like which background you are. So, you're from CS or
CS.
okay. So, suppose you are from non-IT background. So, suppose mechanical, electrical, civil, and the very famous question of the interview. So, being a non-IT guy, why do you want to join IT? And this is in most of the the companies this HR interview questions will be asked. So yes, it's a
Yeah.
direct question to you. So I hope,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So if I was a non-IT person, I would tell them I'm interested because since we had the pandemic and we had to learn new things, I would have told them that I explored the IT side of
Hmm.
my engineering,
Hmm.
and I got an interest in all these technologies. And since I was always interested in technologies, I tried practicing all these web development courses, and I got an interest there.
Hmm.
And since IT is a booming industry and there's a lot of growth in there, so I'm giving it my try.
Okay, great. So it's a wonderful answer. Okay, so now I'll just check the queries. If there is no queries, we can bind up. So,
Sure.
okay, see the again and again the same queries are coming. So batched. So what is the meaning of the batched status, friends? So please listen clearly and carefully. See, the batch student does not mean they are going to receive. Okay. mail for document submission, or they're going to get hired, or they're going to get interviewed, or they're going to get offer letter. Okay, see, you do not have to go according to the status, so forget about the status. Now the situation is different. So even though there are some students who were bashed, their bashed status was removed after some time. Okay, see, earlier bashed means you will be getting the interview call, you will be getting the offer letter, but right now the definition of the bashed is changed because of the current ongoing scenario. So I request all of you, there is, please do not check the bashed status till then you are not getting the interview mail. Do not believe on the bashed status. Clear? See, people will tell, even I have made videos earlier on the bashed status. Bashed means your interview is confirmed, and after your interview, if it is bashed, means your offer letter is also confirmed. But right now the scenario is different. So right now bashed does not mean anything. So please do not expect that you are going to, you know, get offer letter or interview. Okay, so project related question asked in TCS. Yes, project related questions will be asked, Sanket, in TCS Ninja as well. Okay, so Gopal Sharma, what kind of coding questions came in online assessment of TCS Digital? So that is off topic questions, that is that we are not discussing it here. Okay, now, so fine. So what is your advice to the student, those who are going to attend the interview of TCS Digital or TCS Ninja? So the last question to you, and maybe after that
Yes.
there'll be add on. Yeah.
Okay. So, first of all, go through all the preparation materials that you'll have. Secondly, go through many interview experiences as much as you can, and listen carefully to the questions that are being asked to them, because there are high chances that they can ask them to you all too. And also, if you're not confident, just believe in yourself. And since someone else's interview was bad, doesn't mean yours also will be bad. Make your own experience finally, and just go with full confidence and crack it. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay, and don't bluff with the interviewer. Anyway, we will make a separate video for how to prepare for the interview. But this experience, her experience, will definitely give you a lot of ideas. So the last question to you, that is from my side. So how is Goa right now? So, so
Goa
it's
is very pretty. It's beautiful and wonderful. It's raining right now.
okay.
Uh, yes, but yes, Goa being Goa, it's
So
refreshing,
there
wonderful.
won't be any sacks now, right?
Uh, no, no, no.
Okay. Okay, guys. So once you get the final result, so once you get selected in the TCS, then definitely do visit Goa. It's a very nice place. So thank
Yes.
you, Sika, for coming to our platform and guiding the student through. And guys, all the links has been given in the description, so please go through that. So thank you, Sika, once again.
Thank you so much. All the best, everyone.
Thank you.